guys, so today's video is insanely exciting because I have got some new eyeshadows to show you that I am so excited about, you guys. I am wearing one of them on my eyes, and they are from my brand, Nikkia Cosmetics. Now, if you weren't aware or you don't remember, we launched 29 eyeshadow pigments late last year alongside our amazing professional brush collection, and we have just now launched and extended our Chroma Shift pigment range. So I want to introduce to you guys the Supernova Chroma Shift pigments, and we have been working on this for so long, and you guys, they are literally perfect. Now, if you're not familiar, our Chroma Shift pigments are color changing pigments. They are chameleon pigments, and as you move in the light and as you've got different light coming from different directions, they change color like magic. Now, we did have 6 original Chroma Shift pigments, and I'm so excited to announce 5 new ones, and these are limited edition. This is our Supernova collection. These colors are insane, and I'm going to be showing you swatches of each color, the color shift, how they look on the skin, and then also creating some eye looks with these and showing you exactly how to use them. Now, you guys went totally crazy for our original 6 Chroma Shift shades, and then with these extra 5 limited edition ones, we have 11 in total. They are an extremely finely milled pigment formula, and they are pure pigments. So there are no fillers, there are no binders. Basically, the pigmentation that you see in the jar and that color effect is exactly what you're going to get on the skin. And what makes these even more amazing is they are so ridiculously easy to apply and blend. You can use them in so many different ways. You can use them with a dry brush for a soft hint of color, or you can use them with a wet brush for a really, really intense, highly pigmented foiled effect on the skin. You can use them alone. They do shift between about 5 or 6 different colors each, or you can layer them on top of other eyeshadows to pretty much customize any look that you like. I am wearing one of them on my eyes right now. This is UFO. And hopefully you can see as I'm moving around under the lights, it's shifting between gold, red, orange, copper. There is a really beautiful rich forest green in there and also a hint of a lighter green. They're seriously amazing. So quickly before we jump into doing some swatches, these are available on our website right now, Nikkia Cosmetics. We do ship worldwide, and we do ship for free with any minimum spend of $40. And we also do have Afterpay and Klarna, and we've got a warehouse in the US. So for those of you in the US, you will get your order really quickly. And then we also have a warehouse here in Australia, so super fast shipping as well. All right, let's jump into actually revealing some of these colors, showing you what they look like on the skin, and some swatches of these babies. They are seriously insane. All right, so much like all of our other pigments, our brand new Supernova ones do come in our original jars with sifters. So this shade here, first up, is UFO. It is absolutely sensational. This one shifts between green, gold, orange, bronze, and copper. Look at it changing in the light there. Isn't that phenomenal? Next up, we have Galaxy. Galaxy shifts between a really deep, gorgeous, rich blue and then a purple, magenta, aqua, and copper. Now, these are loose pigments, guys, so bear in mind when I am swatching, you do get a little bit of fallout, but that's completely normal. They are purely rich pigments, so there's no fillers, there's no binders, you just need to use a tacky base. This one here is Nebula. This is an amazing hot pink, and it shifts to like a copper, a red, a gold, and a green as you move under different lights as well. You can also mix these pigments with water, so Fix Plus or something. I'm just applying them dry on the skin so that you can really see the texture of them. This one here is Gravity, so this one shifts between blue, teal, purple, and pink. Obviously, this is a Supernova collection, so all of the colors in this collection are inspired by the colors of, you know, the galaxy and outer space and, you know, the things that you see when you look up in the stars. Oh, it's just like a liquid foil, and look at the shift. And then lastly, Meteorite, which is a pale pink that shifts to gold, copper, and a little bit of like a light green as well. Absolutely stunning, you know, and they last on the lid all day. They're phenomenal. And then lastly, to finish, I do quickly just want to show you all of the colors side by side. So here they are swatched on my arm, Aren't they just like so incredible to look at? I'm so proud of them. So like I said, there are so many different ways that you can use these. You can use them just by themselves without any other eyeshadow. You can dust them on with a dry brush if you're wanting just like a soft sort of hint of color that's still going to color shift under different lights, or you can use them in conjunction with other eyeshadows. So if you want to add a crease color or add a color to the lid and then pack these on over the top, you can use them with a wet brush if you want really intense pigmentation. You can mix them with a mixing medium so that you can create like an eyeliner with them. You can put them onto a white base or a black base and they look entirely different every single time. There are just so many different ways that you can actually use them. Now it's pretty much impossible for me to only choose one color to show you today, so I will show you multiple looks with different colors so you can get a bit of an idea of how easy these are to use, and I'll show you how to use them in different ways as well. So yeah, if you've got any questions about any of the application methods, please pop them down below. But I think to start with, I'm going to take UFO. It switches between green, bronze, gold. There's absolutely a hint of red in there, and every single time that I look at this pigment, it seriously looks different. It's funny, in the camera, in the viewfinder there, it's like this beautiful, rich, orangey, it's like a gold, gorgeous red undertone, but then here, I'm looking at it in the jar, it looks dark green and purple. Like, they're seriously magical. And for this one, I'm going to be showing you how to incorporate it into like a look with some other eyeshadows, just to make it super easy for you. So to start with, I'm going to take a medium matte brown and I'm going to pick that up on a blending brush. This is our diffused blend. This is a really, really good one for adding like a transition color or a crease color. And I'm just going to work that through the crease just to warm up that area. Now, as you blend out these chroma shifts, they do change color as well. Like you'll see what I mean once we start applying it. Now to add a little bit more drama to this look, I'm going to take this chocolatey brown shadow and I'm going to pick that up on a smaller brush. This is our precision blend and I'm just going to pick up a tiny bit of that on there and I'm just going to add this directly to the crease just to add a little bit of shadow. Now like I said, obviously you can just apply the pigment straight to the lid without adding any other eyeshadows. It's super easy. You basically pack it on, blend it out, but doing it this way is going to allow me to show you the different intensities that you can use them at. And when you are dusting them on with like a dry brush or you're just patting it on for like a very, very soft sprinkle of color, I would recommend doing it that way in conjunction with other eyeshadows. All right, so you can see we've got a nice soft smoky brown eye sort of happening. I'm going to go into the UFO pigment now with a dry brush. This is our flat shader and I'm just going to pick it up and then I'm just going to very, very softly just pat it all over the lid. See how this is adding like a really beautiful soft wash of color? You know, very, very wearable, very, very easy to achieve. And the pigment almost as you add it literally, it's like it blends itself. I don't need to come in with another brush and do any extra blending there. But see that there, just a really easy soft wash of color. It takes 2 seconds to do and is totally wearable, but let's actually wet the brush now and build up that intensity. So just taking Max Fix Plus, or you could totally use water, I'm just going to spray that same brush and I'm going to pick up that pigment wet now and start to really pack it onto the lid. And the intensity that this creates is just seriously phenomenal. Alternatively, you can stick with a dry brush and apply it over top of like a primer, like a glitter glue. Just a tacky base is all that you need. Packing that on there and look at that foiled effect. It's seriously insane. They're so intensely pigmented because they're pure pigment. So there's no fillers, there's no mixing agents in these. It is literally straight up pure pigment. And then I'm just going to come back in with that same blending brush that we used to apply that deeper brown. I'm going to softly fade the edges. That is literally all you need to do, guys, to create the most perfect eyeshadow look ever. And what is so insane about this is when you're out and about and you're moving and you're turning under different lights, it's going to change color. You know, it'll look like you've got gold on the inner corner, maybe you've applied a copper on the center and then a beautiful rich green in the outer corner, you know, or it could be opposite. Like it will look like you have applied about 14,000 different eyeshadows when it's only one. All right, I'm gonna do the other side now and then I will pop on some eyeliner and some mascara and I will be back to show you just how well the color shifts. We might have to play with what lights we turn on and off, but we'll make it work. All right, mascara is on, eyes are finished, and I've actually added a light just on the side of me here, Hopefully, I might have to zoom the camera in so I can actually see. But can you see that beautiful rich dark green? Like light coming from a different angle entirely transforms this eyeshadow into a completely different color. Maybe I'll move it in a little bit closer too. See, we've got rich green and then we've got like this beautiful red copper, and then right on the inner corner, it's showing like an amazing rich gold. Whereas this eye here is just showing this really beautiful bronzy gold. It completely changes it. It's insane. Here's a little close-up footage of UFO on my eyes. See where the light is hitting from the side? You can see that really beautiful rich forest green, but then the part of my eye that's sort of front onto the camera, you can see gold, you can see pink, you can see copper, and as you move around, as you blink, and even when you're wearing these, you know, in day-to-day life, like you'll walk from one room into another room and your eyeshadow will seriously change color. It's the coolest thing. So yeah, that one there is UFO, but I'm just going to quickly show you Galaxy on my eyes as well. Galaxy is the really rich deep blue that shifts to purple, magenta, aqua, and copper. I'm just packing this one on top of a sticky eyeshadow primer. This is the tacky base method that I was talking about. So you can just pack the pigment on first. You can then take a fluffy blending brush and you can blend just around like the outside of the pigment. And then to finish this look, I am just lastly dusting on a tiny little bit of a pink matte eyeshadow just around the edges to really emphasize the beautiful purples and the beautiful like pink undertone of this eyeshadow. And trust me, once it's packed onto the lid like this, I can assure you it will not budge. And finally adding a little bit of highlight to the inner corner to really make it pop. And then this is the finished look. So as you can see, and I've positioned like an extra light just to the side of me so that you can sort of see me moving and you can see them changing colors. But see the purple, you can see the pink, you can see the blue, and they shift and they change and they move as you blink and as you change positions. I could honestly stare at this footage all day. I'm so proud of these pigments, you guys. And then here I am turning my head. Ooh, Nikkia in slow-mo. Don't we love that? But yeah, you can definitely see all the different colors of the eyeshadows. And then lastly to finish, I'm just going to quickly show you Nebula as well. Nebula is a hot pink. It shifts to copper, red, gold, and green. Packing this one on with a wet brush this time. So packing it all over the lid. And then using a blending brush, you can blend out the edges as well. This one looks so foiled and amazing. Usually when I work with these pigments, I would just smudge a matte shadow underneath the lower lash line, but you can totally use, you know, the pigment through the lower lash line as well. And then here is Nebula. Now I didn't have a light set up on the side of this, so you can't quite see the color shift as well as the other two. But you can, oh no, you can kind of. You can see the green and the gold on the outer corner there. Aren't they amazing? Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video today, and I hope that you are just as excited about our brand new Supernova Chroma Shift pigments as I am. I love these eyeshadows because they just make it so much easier rather than having to apply, you know, multiple different eyeshadows to get like a perfect, you know, ombre gradient kind of eyeshadow look. You only have to use one pigment, so obviously they save you money and they're just so ridiculously easy to use. I know there are so many of you who are obsessed with our original Chroma Shift pigments, so I cannot wait for you to get your hands on these, and it's just a really exciting day. So if you've got any questions about any of the pigments, please leave those in the comments down below. They are available to shop right now on our website, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. All right guys, I'll talk to you down below in the comments. Have a great day. Bye.